Welcome. Today I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with the machine. Now I've got a little block of aluminium that's cast. It was leftovers that was in my crucible. Now with this I'm going to do a small maintenance project. Now I have this door here. It's basically a saloon door setup, and underneath it is this little plate. Now there's a problem with this setup here. Now the door weighs 7 kilos and it's held down by two screws, and it's adjustable as well to get your alignment of the door correct. Now the problem that I have with this is the fact that because it's adjustable, the wood tends to wear out around the screw, and then it comes loose, and then the door's alignment goes out. And when this screw becomes loose, then this one wears out, and then at the end of the day the whole bracket loosens and the screws falls out, and eventually the door drops out as well. If you don't notice it, that's what's going to happen. So my idea here is to make this whole adjustable end bolt down onto a block of aluminium, and then have this block of aluminium seat or they have the door seat inside this block of aluminium, so that there's no twisting motion on it, so that the screws can't become loose on it. Now if you look at the screws here, the holes that I'm going to drill for mounting it on the door will be away from this adjustable setup that I've got here. So it's going to be two new holes, and because it's this thing is going to locate inside the door or on the door, it won't be able to wiggle, and the screw holes should last longer. And then I'm going to have the two where this little plate bolts onto, that's going to be tapped, so that I can use normal machine screws to bolt it down. So this is my idea of getting it to last a bit longer. I know you're going to think that this aluminium is not going to last, but I've had good success with aluminium and small screws. Right. I know it's not this type of project is not what everybody would expect tool making, but yeah, sometimes you need to do a bit of maintenance. I've got everything bolted or clamped in a small machinist vise of mine. The reason for that is it gives me 3 planes at any given time, or access to 3 planes. So now what I'm going to do is take off the top, swing it around, take off this end here, and then cut the 2 sides. So then I'll have 4 planes that's exactly square, and then I can just twist it to the side or 90 degrees and do the 2 ends, and then in the same setup cut the 2 slots. Once the 2 slots are cut, the holes can be drilled and tapped, and then when those operations are done, I can come in with a slitting saw and cut it in half, and then machine the 2 faces inside to size. So it's quite a bit of work, but yeah, I think it's fun, and it's also if you're looking for a project to do, earn your skills a bit in precision on all these things and different setups, that you can join me and learn something. The edges on this side is very rounded. So I'm using a roughing end mill because I'm going to take 2 millimeters at a time. See how much I need to clean it up. But I don't want to make the part too short. So if I find that the corners doesn't clean up nicely, then I'll just put in a chamfer here and make it a feature on the part. Now the back side I've already cleaned up and it's nice and square. So it's only this side that's a little bit of an issue. Okay, the edge of this cutter is 2.5 millimeters from the side here. And my idea is to rough it out and then come in with a normal end mill and then take it down to 2 millimeters of thickness and to cut the slot 16.3 millimeters wide. Now that is what the board is, or the door is measuring. So I want it to have a nice tight fit. I'm taking out 7 millimeters deep so that I have enough meat at the bottom for a proper thread for the part to be clamped down. Okay, I'm ready to drill the holes. I have fan center in this plane and I've centered on the edge here. So I've moved it 10 millimeters because I don't want to have a screw right on the edge of the wood. So I'm giving it a 10 millimeter offset. Now the next hole for the little bracket. This hole here will be on 32.5 millimeters. And this hole for the slot here will be on 50 millimeters. And then the last hole will be on 60. Okay, I've spot drilled it using the mill and the DRO, and then went on to the drill press to drill it out. Now these two holes still needs to be tapped, so I'm going to drill this one as well, and I do that off camera. The reason for doing it on drill press is because the chuck is quicker to do tool changes, because these holes here are 4.5 millimeters. These are 3.2 plus some heavy chamfers and the light chamfers as well. Okay, this is the final product. Now, this being aluminium, you can tighten this a lot harder, so it won't strip out like the wood does. And you still have the means of adjusting it, the doors, until they align. And they won't slip because you can torque it a lot harder. So I hope you enjoyed this build. Something simple for a change, but it's fun nevertheless. Till next time, cheers.